Hello and welcome back to Third Age Total War Divide and Conquer, where we continue on with our Lindon campaign. Oh, it's been a week since I've last said that, and I wanted to add a lot of devotion into this one. So where we left off, we had taken Anon en Orod. The Orcs of the Misty Mountains had started moving up to Khazad-dûm, although that is nothing for us to be too concerned about yet. Although we do need to consider what the Elves of Imladris will do next, for they also hold Ossul, and that is why we're building up our army at Bree. Rolled the R's a bit too slowly on that one. And we also hold Byrig. I actually can't remember when we did this, if it was last episode or not, but we've been holding Byrig, we're holding Anon Enerod, we're holding at Bree. We are doing okay. If we could take Ossul, that would be very good for us as well, although unfortunately that would be fracturing the forces of the Dunedain in half. The Weather Hills is not just only a massive region, but it is the heart of the Men of Arnor. Granted, Fornos, you could say, is technically the heart, but when it comes to the regions and how they're separated by Ossul, it's really important for them to have this region. So if we do claim Ossul, we might give it back to them, because by that time we'll have also moved over to take Camath Rin. That is how you roll the R's. And then we also have Imladris, which we also need to try and claim one day. Although, once we hold Camath Rin, I do not know what's going to happen to Imladris. More importantly, if they're going to get any last stand script or not, with only having one region left. But all that mumbo-jumbo aside, let's get to the real fun of the game. For the battling, hopefully. Or just some more strategy, I don't really mind. The army at Bree will be moving out for Ossul very shortly. And then we can continue our claiming of Eliador. And as I said, we most like to give the Weather Hills or Ossul back to the Northern Dunedain once we have claimed Camath Rin. So we are not having to defend it ourselves, and we're giving back the Dunedain a very important region. With my oh my is Ossul important. Oh, the Dunlandings, I'm going to say Dunedain, and the Dunlandings have sieged Byrig once again, and have left Dunarak rather undefended. That could work in our favour if I wanted to move out. But I don't, so I'm just going to say, okay, and carry on. I think for now at Anon Enerod, we're going to leave the army of Círdan inside there for now. The Elves and Lodges are very split up now. With very few regions left, they have not much time before we take them down. Take Dunarak is a mission impossible situation, and I'm nowhere near in a position to be trying anything that includes something impossible. Talk about annoying. Let's get rid of these guys at last. Finally getting rid of Captain Miston. After 135 turns, we've had him around for, I'd say, 100 of those turns. We're finally defeating the rebel army that has just been sitting there for donkey's ages that we've never been able to kill. Some elves tease them and laugh at them, and most of all at their beards. Wait, this is a quote? The elves actually laughed at the dwarves because of their beards? Wow, that's racist. That's really racist. Oh, sorry for the dwarves now. Only a bit though. Not enough to play as them or to go to war with them and then laugh at them myself. Yeah, damn. It was most likely the Woodland Elves. I'll have to make sure I pay back the debt in kind. Yeah, let's defeat the bandits, and then that is the last of the bandits and rebels in the game for now, until another faction goes rebel or is destroyed. We'll have no more independent realms.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
I like how the officers guys go all the way from the left to the right, or the right to the left, whatever you want to call it. just so they can be on the right side. That's pretty stupid. I must say so myself. Yep, just keep shooting them down. They're not going to move. Looks like we charge into them with this little left. They're just going to retreat. And that will be the end of these the remnants of Arthurdine.
Good tidings. The enemy
Insta-death.
lies
That's
dead.
what I like to see.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
And
This
we
is a
lost
clear
no one.
victory.
Even better. He aimed a savage blow at Merry, who stood in his way. He fell dead with 4 arrows in him, the leader of Saruman's ruffians. As you get for trying to hit Merry. Rude. What did that hobbit ever do to you? In particular, other than leading the entire army of the Banderbuss archers that actually did kill off everyone else. You know, just stating a point. Believe it or not, that's just, yeah. At least I can say this. At least I can now say this video had a battle compared to so many others in the past. I say so many. It's only been 2 others I haven't been able to get any battles into.
My lord.
Even if it was a small one, at least we got a battle in. Siduri is fully
Elves, conceal our movements.
fully up, build up. But we will move this unit to Bregos so we can move out the Lindon long spears to Siduri. Because we can merge all these long spears together
Well met there,
and have the one with the least amount left. The last army. So keep the army in Koloniak for now. For this army, we want the Sindar first. Let's have all the Sindar cavalry merged together.
Swiftly. Ready, elves.
They're the ones that are already out.
Yes, my lord.
Then we have the Sindar spearmen.
Swiftly. For the light. Elven onward.
Then the Sindar axemen.
Come on. Elves. Elven warriors. Onward.
Then we have Tangardian. Tune us down all the way down to low.
By the light of Elbereth. Elves. Yes.
Then the Sindar archers, which we don't have many of, so we'll also make sure we have the artillery archers too. We have 5 more units.
Elves. Yes, my lord.
Mariners.
Yes, my lord. Follow me.
2 more units take the 2 upgraded artillery guards. Excellent, we have an army. Oh, we have no money, that's why we can't move. Well, next turn we besiege Ossul. And we are fighting quite a few generals. Actually, a scary army. Chance of success, 19%. Yeah, I'm not going to try that. We're against the Eldarin Way. We're against Noraturni. They've got the siege equipment. They've got Quendi. They've got cell swords. And of course, they've got 4 units of Eldarin Way nobles. And Elro here as the Noldorin Guard. That army, at only half strength, is might actually be stronger than our army, which is second strongest army currently. Army at Anon Enerod is actually no, it's weaker because a lot of those units are very weakened and not as upgraded as. Yeah, Tangardian's army is the strongest army we currently in our possession. Granted, not with the greatest general, but English. No bet. I'm just going to shut up and carry on.
Yes,
Beggars can't be choosers. That's what I was trying to say. Beggars can't be choosers.
Onward.
Although I have to admit, I did see a beggar that actually decided to. I'm just going to stop there. Story time for a different time.
Yes, my lord.
Move the archers up to Koloniak.
Swiftly. Be vigilant. I will only address you in
I think Barry's going to be okay. That's another rather powerful army, but it is a captain army, and I keep saying it. I keep saying it and saying it and saying it. And one day, I hope all of you guys can say it all to everyone who ever plays this game in the future. Always, always, always have a general. A captain does not suffice as a general. Is a cheap substitute. I cannot even do that. There, I've said my case. Hopefully none of you guys will fall to the same traps as everyone else has in the past. Game. Only because you can have armies without generals doesn't mean you should ever have armies without generals. It is a foolish, foolish thing to do. There. I'm done. Looks like the army at Heorot, if it wasn't Enedwythian, was just defeated. Or the army of Enedwyth that was at Heorot has failed. Bayon's horse is once again besieged. By who? I do not know. How best to deal with Ossul? It's a large town, so I actually get to take a few rams and a few siege towers.
Have your weapons ready, elves.
But we will not attack them directly. That'll be a very poor maneuver. Rags of Can and the Easterlings of Rune have ceased their hostilities because they're no longer neighbors. What did I build here? Oh, the armory. It needs something to defend itself. Although now it doesn't need that anymore. Because once we have reclaimed the weather, claimed the weather hills, actually we can send these units up now. Actually, let's send the bowmen up. You know what? No, send up everything. I keep thinking, why don't I send up one unit? But there's going to be a lot of casualties in this great battle here at Ossul. I'm going to wait one more turn. If they don't attack me then I'm going to have to go out and attack them. But they have built a lot of siege equipment, so they're probably just waiting. I'm still waiting to get the city upgrade to Anon Enerod. That'll be a massive boost to us. Having a city this close to our front line, or our current front line, will be a massive, massive help to us. Means we can get Noldor even sooner. Monarchus hasn't come out to attack us. That's good. Will Dunland attack us? And if the answer is obviously no, then I'm going to have to go and kill them myself. What should it be? Excellent. Captain Marok has once again attacking Lord Galdor the Mighty. Jeez, episode 20 already. This does feel like a day ago I was playing through part 10. Amazing. Where is it, my precious? My precious, it's ours, it is, and we want it. The thieves, curse them, we hate them. I would try my Smeagol impression, but I am... oh, it would either sound really bad on the mic, or it might not even pick it up, so I'm not gonna try. I'll just say I can do a pretty okay Smeagol impression. I'm gonna say you can try if you like. Attempt to do it yourselves. But yeah, 5 archers on this side. 5 archers on this side. Cavalry to the western gate. Infantry is all nicely put together already, but might as well the end and have the generals there. Start the battle. Have the very guards aided by the soul swords, and move you three around a bit to try and get a better angle so you're not doing arcing shots. We need more direct shots into their front line. Focus down their mounted warband first. Anti-cavalry cavalry is very scary. Oh, and Ice and Mac Raiders, yeah, they need going down. Oh, and the Beast Slayers. Yeah, just let everything die, please. That'd really help me if just everything died. It had 2 different units of Beast Slayers. It might be. Actually hard to tell. Oh, there's quite a few pikemen over there. They will be something we sort out before they get through the gate. They could do more damage in combat than out. We need units that can actually shoot them down. That's be a little difficult if they don't move up. Oh, the AI is playing a bit smarter today, leaving their more elite units in the back to prevent them from getting shot while they are destroying the gate. But if they leave them all so well exposed at the back, without their pikes, cavalry are going to have a fun day.
We're under attack.
Oh, got a bit of a wheezy cough.
We're under attack. Curses! The enemy are battering down our gates.
About time. Oh my god, they're almost out of ammunition. Oh, and now they move up. Wait. Okay, they're still shooting good. Wait, why am I... Wait, what? Just from the west gate, not the east gate. Ah! I messed up. I thought I was sending my cavalry through the east gate over here, not the west gate. I turned the camera 180 degrees and I already forgot which angle they were coming from.
Blast their eyes!
The enemy's ram is through our gates. Nothing impressive though, unfortunately. Sending their berserkers against us. They may want to reconsider that. Yeah, now we focus on the pikes. Their cavalry is now completely focused on going into the gate and is already smashing against our infantry.
The walls are no longer ours.
The enemy has taken them. Now we'll get them back. And my Phalas Lords to... Oh, how did I just do there?
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
New mouse with new things gets to do special things. That's all brand new to me. No. That was right into the backs of pikes. Oh, no. I don't like how that almost ended. Things almost got radical. As long as we keep shooting them down. We've already got units routing. 4 units of wolf swordsmen routing. And their general's dead. Oh.
Troops will lose their will to fight.
Although we do need more infantry. That is definitely something they're lacking in currently. You can't hold a line without infantry. You can't kill off generals easily without infantry either. By focusing down the swordsmen before running into... I just sent them into place. Come on, get out. Oh, I saw so many of them fall at once. None of them are routing yet. Charging Phalas Lords. Charging everyone. Charging everyone. Leave nothing alive. The more we can really pancake them, the sooner they will just fall flat on their backs and rout. See? Doing it right now. They're shaking, they're wavering. We've got them on the run.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Almost got them on the run. Need to get them to rout. They're fighting to the death. I can't send in my cavalry because then the pikes will just execute them almost flawlessly. There's now a waiting game. Well, if anything, that's running away. Or as an archer, that's kind of running away, but now shooting. Oh, pardon me. Oh yeah, we've really squashed them now. And they are routing. Get each and every one of them before they can come back. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. I thought it was left with the clan hunters.
The enemy army
And
flees the
that
field.
is
Our
it.
foe
A
is
heroic
utterly
victory, losing
vanquished.
only
Let
67 of
all
our
who
men.
remember this day, remember it as the day of our
Who took the most
glorious
casualties? The
victory.
Teleri guards. But they also healed the most as well. Ugh. Our infantry line is getting battered and bruised beyond redemption. We need more infantry. Infantry or pikemen are what we need to defend Byrig. But if we were to attack Dunlarak, one of two things can happen. One, it's a good thing because it's a slightly larger town. Or two, the bad thing happens. Yes, it's a larger town, but it triggers the last stand script of the Dunlandings. And I don't want that to happen, so we're going to stick with my plan. Do nothing, just hold Byrig. Give them more infantry. Just hold out for as long as possible. I mean, we just defeated an entire 2,000 men army with losing only 67, and most of them were just the Teleri and some Sindar cavalry. Maybe one or two archers were in the mix, but one or two archers, even Teleri bowmen, are not really going to be missed as much as the infantry at this point, because they are far too many.
For the light!
Considering them as
Onward!
fodder.
Elven warriors.
But I do want to send these Teleri. Now I've said that, I know I've got some spare Teleri guards.
Form up!
Send them down
My lord.
through Osinethil into Byrig, and that will take 4 more turns. So by the end of the video, Lorien are now at war with the Orcs and Misty Mountains. This was new? I thought they were already at war. Okay. Yeah, we're really making no money
It
right
will
now.
be an honor defeating you.
That's mainly because we've got this army here that is defeating this army, slowly but surely. But worst case scenario, all that happens here is they fight us at the very last second. We go out and attack them, we take heavy casualties, but we're still strong enough to take a place like Camath Bryn. I mean, it should be very easy to take Camath Bryn. Just be literally walk in. Yeah, just walk in, attack it immediately, defeat Eladan and whatever garrison they might get. Although I don't think the Elves get much of a garrison, and then prepare to attack Enladris. However, things could very well backfire on us. In which case, I will very happily give both Camath Bryn and Ossul to the Northern Dunedain to give us a little bit of an insurance policy, if you would.
Yes, my lord.
Gives us a chance to come back from nothing.
This is the way.
Onward!
Ready, elven warriors.
Come on!
For the light.
Cavalry and the long spears will wait outside Ossul.
Elves.
The weakest units, which will most likely be the Teleri Guards and the Bowmen by the end of this, maybe some long spears and some Sindar that may merge together. Yeah. They're already 2 good battles. On a Tuesday afternoon. Yes, Tuesday. This will be out on a Tuesday. I remember I actually set it up. Wish I should.
Yes, my lord.
I was going to send these bowmen down to Legost, but when we move out of Siduri, we can Londare. Or the Enedwarpian are going to beat us to it. Oh, they're doing well. They're really doing well now. We've got massive stacks. Though how is beyond me. Now, as I said, we could just move out Siduri, full stack in hand, and attack Londare. Because not only will our army stronger as a whole, but we're just more reliable. Oh, Captain Cant's back with a vengeance. Captain Cant, he's back. I thought he died. I honestly thought Captain Cant had died, but no. I want to see him live to the very end of this. I want to see Captain Cant live to the end of this camp. No, not the campaign, but the end of the Dunlendings. Oh, come on, Captain Cant. Show that you're useful. Oh, it's just the name as well. Oh. Oh, oh, how long ago is it since we last saw Captain Cant? I'm trying to remember. It was about part 6, part 7, while we were still taking some of the lands of Enerdwife, and Dunland had Metraith, but we was trying to stop them from attacking us. Oh my god, that's ages ago now. That feels like donkey's ages ago. Oh, technically it has been. It's been weeks, almost a month since we last saw Captain Cant. Oh, the memories of Captain Cant. May his soul rest in peace if he dies. Oh. It's just the fact his name is Cant. What the hell happened? The death of the late chief in the next era of Isildur would take up the mantle. The lords know not whether to find fear or comfort in this knowledge. The Khan of Khan is dead. The Khan of Khan is dead again, so Khan is gone forever. Yep, there goes the very exit Khan. And Northern Philly is under attack again. So Aragorn is dead, and so is the faction of Cand.
Let us settle matters on the field.
You may be a bit difficult for me, Morfindon. Morfindon, however you want to pronounce your name.
For the light!
It will be an honor defeating you.
Come on!
You're almost like going to attack the army at Ossul, aren't you? Tangardian. The Tangardian somehow loses Morfindon and the army at Ossul. We could be in a spot of trouble.
Herdsman.
Oh, the dwarves are bringing up their elites now, yeah. The orcs don't stand a chance. Not even with trolls, the orcs of the Misty Mountains stand even a flicker of hope against the might of the dwarves. Those two units there are two of the strongest units in the game. And not only that, but there's some of the strongest units of the dwarves. Because it only be made from these regions here, Khazad-dûm, West and East.
Elves!
Get these two units over to Byron as soon as possible. Merge. Merge the cavalry together. As much as I didn't want to have to do that, it's better to have them. Hobbiton's making... Well, yep, it's the year 2018. Hobbiton is making 2018 coin. But it made that +1 in about a month and a half. Yep, that's right. For anyone that knows anything about time, you'll know exactly what I mean. There's almost 2019 in a month and a half. Ish.
Elves!
Círdan still remaining inside Anon Enorod. You can now get some Teleri Guards, which I would very much like to have. We could actually move out of Anon Enorod and go straight for Imladris. The sooner we can kill Elladan, Elrohir, and Elrond, the sooner this campaign will come to a very abrupt close. Oh wait, no. The campaign won't be coming to a close, sorry. Our skirmishes with Imladris will be coming to a close because Imladris will be dead. Elladan, Elrohir, and Elrond. And if they have no other generals, because they've already killed off Glorfindel, there's 5 generals in Ossul. They're sending another one up to defend Ossul. They have 2 more that I know of. Obviously Elladan and Elrond, who are currently in Camafbrin and Imladris respectively. And there are no other generals anywhere else currently, to my knowledge. Because they probably don't have anything else left. They may have a small, like, wandering army that just defeat some of the Dunedain that come for them. That's about it. Right now, it is just going to be a long skirmish against them. But the realm of Imladris... Oh, North of the Thilian is lost. Oh my. Gondor's being pushed back again. They still hold the Morgul Vale, though. I'll give them credit where credit is due. They have actually managed to hold Minas Morgul for a respectably long amount of time. And after losing it as well. They're really proving their worth. I'm making no money whatsoever. A lot of things I can make now. Oh, there we go. There's something.
I will only address
Arowantian.
you in battle.
I really see that far, just with one watchtower nicely placed here. Oh damn. That is not actually quite new to me. Yep, the artillery guards are being made. All units can get upgrades. What upgrades? I don't know.
Follow me. For the light.
Can we leave something in there? Massive decrease in population growth. That's because
Sire.
Over here, elves.
that's just because of
Orders
things.
completed.
We will need that one.
Prepare to move Teardown up to. Oh, here we go. The two faction leaders of the two strongest and probably the most powerful factions in the game, if played by the AI, not by the AI, by the player. Lawmaster Elrond the Honourable and Havenmaster Círdan the Chivalrous. Both extremely talented and extremely powerful generals with OP, I repeat.
Elven warriors.
The bodyguards. And the Nordring Guard, probably the
We can't
best
get there.
archers in the game, the best sword and board, other than obviously. In fact, let's have a nice comparison of stats. So look, Lordmaster Elrond in his current form, he has golden chevrons, so he's got the maximum melee attack, got the sword, got the armor weapon bonus and the armor bonus. So that's these are the best his stats are going to get. Obviously, you can get more soldiers, but 47 of them is still pretty good. 23 attack, 12 missile attack, 8 charge, and 36 total defense against Havenmaster Círdan, whose stats are 77 of them, which can go all the way back up to 101, or somewhere in that region. 101, 114, with 24 attacks, so slightly more attack, 4 more charge, and 1 more total defense without even having Nordrin play. It can get 2 armor upgrades. 2, I repeat, 2 more armor upgrades, so total defense of 80? 40. Well, actually 42, but we'll go into why that is that later. Oh no, 43. Yeah, the only thing that makes Nordring Guard equals to Círdan is that they can get larger than this, as is obviously shown by Prince Eladon.
By the light
But
of
they
Elrond.
also have bows. And that's the only reason why Mifflin nobles, in most
For the light.
instances, fail beat the Mifflin nobles. That's being very generous to the Mifflin. That's being very generous to the Nordring Guard, just because I've played Imlargus so much and know how strong they are. You can't surround them. You can't keep them in one place, and if you can't keep your morale in check, not only will you lose, but you will lose everything you used to have,
That's right, fool.
because
It's
they
an
inspire fear, and they inspire troops as well.
Onward. Form up.
They really are just the best of everything that they have,
Come and get me, you coward.
or the best that Noldor have ever been able to have.
Elves.
I mean, after all, they are the defenders of Elrond. Anyway, enough talk. Although I do like to talk a lot. It's time to end the turn again, or we call it an end to this part. As much as I like to go on and on and on, I still have 2 more videos to make before the end of the day for the rest of the week. And I have to admit, although sometimes it pains me to say it, I do have slightly more important things to do than spend hours upon hours just making YouTube videos. I know that sounds bad, I know it does, but it's the truth. As much as I like making them, as much as I enjoy playing these games, there are other things that desire my attention slightly more, just slightly more than these games all the time.
They will not see us in the forest.
Sire.
Oh, okay, the Orcs are back. Let's just go back to Anon Emerald.
Is that what
Now,
you
the
want?
orcs are moving up. If the dwarves haven't dealt with them, then we just go back to defending Anon Enerod. Because although we're not directly at war with the orcs, they have no reason to ever want to attack Anon Enerod because we are far too powerful for them. Far too powerful.
Swiftly! Conceal our movements.
Lindon Captain Cant bring up a decent-sized army.
My lord.
Let's send a spy over to where Captain Cant is and have a better look at his army.
Gone.
I see only two rubbish units. The others, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 middle tier. 6. No, 7. 7 middle tier units, or maybe 8. I can't count. Then they've got a lot of elites. This army that actually could fight back against Chieftain Niaglas, the Honourable, with a rather
noble ally.
Okay. I don't give the Enerdwyfians enough credit because their units are character models here very well. They disguise very well how strong some of their units are. You just think, okay, Wildmen wearing Wildman robes, they got to be weak, right? They're not wearing any kind of plate mail. They're not showing they're wearing plate mail. They must be terrible, right? Wrong. Enerdwyf can really disguise some of their elites, especially if you don't look for them. If you're not looking at what the armies of Enerdwyf have, the second you realise, oh, we're actually at a slight disadvantage here, you will begin to not doubt yourself, but doubt your knowledge of Enerdwyf. Because, oh, even I have to admit, I've misjudged Enerdwyf too many times in my past in this game to ever want to misjudge them ever again. They are good. They are really good, and they hide it so well if we're not careful. They really are that kind of scary. But of course, Enerdwyf, I think, has... Do they have? I think Enerdwyf, maybe the Anduin, but only because the skin changes, they kind of win it back. Have the weakest rosters. And that's not, again, that's not me being picky with what I know about them. That's me actually knowing a lot more about the rest of the factions. The Orcs in Misty Mountains, I have to admit, they're definitely close, but the cave trolls and their heavy goblins really sway it back for them in the end competition. Just merge all these long spears like I said I would ages and ages ago.
For the light.
Let's have you like sit there for a bit.
Onward!
Yay, we're making slightly more money. Town rate upgrade, buy rig. Excellent. Upgrade buy rig. Make it a lot easier to defend for me.
Swiftly!
Buy rig goes out the art gallery. Excellent. Excellent. And yes, we could attack Dunlarak, but as I said before, don't want to be triggering any last stand script of the Dun landings if it can be avoided. Other than that, we'll do one more end turn before calling it an end to this part, because I have rambled on for long enough on this part, but you can hear my rambles on a little more in the next part, which of course you guys will only hear on Thursday if you do just watch these videos to hear me ramble. Which I have to admit, I do enjoy rambling every now and again. It helps get everything out of the system, which of course could be very good. I think I'm gonna send to higher. Yeah, you're already at very high. You're at very high, and you're at high. Can you say it's very high? No. So one more end turn, and this will be the end of this part 20, which I must admit I feel is a little bit longer. That's because it's part 20, and you know, every 10th episode you got to kind of do a bit more. That's definitely what I've done here, just a bit more. And next time we will be besieging Ost-Sul. Well, we will actually be fighting the army of Ost-Sul. We will be defeating the first of the line of the half-elven Elro here. And then we'll be fighting Eladon at Camath Bryn. And then finally at Imladris, where we should be playing the last swan song to the Elves of the Hidden Valley. Other than that, obviously Cand is now gone, so Mordor is can now focus entirely upon Gondor, which is actually very, very scary. The Duri can upgrade as well. Excellent. Get it done. Get it done. Not yet, obviously, but get it done. Holland has a Nordrin armor as well, and Osinethiel has the. Oh, pardon me, I'm getting a lot of gas suddenly. Osinethiel has the grain exchange. As I said, next time we will be fighting against the army at Ossul, which still has the siege equipment, which I'm very, very afraid of. We're going to lose a lot. We're going to lose a lot. But I do hope you all enjoyed this part, and we shall be continuing on next time. As I said, we'll be sieging Ossul, maybe also fighting at Camath Bryn, depending on how fast I want to make this go. Depends if they attack me at Byrig again. Although I do think the Dunlendings are now more focused upon the Enedwyfians than ever before.
Your people as if they were my own, friend.
Those full stacks, they matter. The Dunlendings can't defend their regions. They're just going to lose them against an Enedwyfians. And if they gain even one region back, they're in the money, it seems. Because they've only got Lugiu left, Outford. And they've already managed to get that many full stacks. That's actually kind of scary. Oh, and they've still got Moot Lord Tremak. They've still got the Guardians of Enedwyfe. Well, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. And I shall see you all next time. And farewell.